ASL presents Gosu Pizza.
Zerg player,
I like
and
the
he
blue.
did go. Yeah,
Yeah.
good glowing blue on everything there.
Yeah.
And he went 2-1 in his first set, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure did.
All right.
Sure did. And down here in the bottom part of the map, not corner. It's weird that you don't get to say corner.
Yeah,
This is
I say
smack-
bottom center section when I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
smack dab in the middle is our orange Protoss, III, also known as Coltaran.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you notice that I intentionally always leave you the Protoss player?
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, I decided to
much more
main as
excited
Zerg
about
this year.
that. Oh, are you?
Yeah, I switched from random to Zerg for a main.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I've been introducing the Zerg players.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I've been practicing. Have you been practicing up? You getting ready for season 2?
I should be. I I can say that I haven't, just because I bought Dark Souls 2, and that's all I've been playing for the past like 2 weeks. But I have to practice for ASL, and I'm actually going to be in a live tournament called Anime North in 2 weeks, and it's 6 GMs, a High Masters, and me that qualified for this tournament. So it'll be fun.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I have to play Henderlisk in the first round, if you know who that is. Which, who is a WCS qualifier who 3-0'd Scarlet last week. So, yeah.
GG.
So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But I know him well, so it'll be good. Yeah. What? My plan? My plan is to DT rush him like 3-4 times.
One behind before the game starts, Dark Shrine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But, so you get pretty normal stuff going on from both players. So it was pool first for Ben into the hatchery, and obviously basically one of the only two like Protoss openings, but he didn't go for a wall or anything here, so he's got everything kind of open. Yeah, you often see people want to be safe with that, particularly since it was pool first. You can get an earlier attack, but it's not going to be a problem. There's no the gas just started to be mined. There's not going to be speed or anything out soon.
Well, he is chronoing Warp Gate though.
Yeah. And throwing on another gateway before expanding. So
3 gate so far.
My goodness.
So we're gonna have some aggression here out of Coltaran. 1 base, 3 gate. Is it gonna be 3 gate Robo, 3 gate Stargate, or a 4th gate goes down? What do you figure?
I'm gonna say something else.
Option D.
It won't be a 4th. I'm gonna say it won't be a 4th gate. But I don't know what, he doesn't have the gas to me for a Stargate, but there he goes and takes another one. I could see doing a Robo. To me, he doesn't have the gas for a Stargate.
Yeah.
He could also just expand, which would be
interesting.
Again, something else.
It would be option D.
And I think that is exactly what he's going to do. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
So delayed expansion here. Maybe the 3 gates just for defense. I don't know.
Yeah, just from basic build order here, I'd say this definitely gives Ben the edge in the opening of the game. It's allowed him to really safely get his couple bases established. He's got 2 Evo chambers up. There's not going to be any threat here early on, so I think Ben's going to come out a fair bit ahead after the first few minutes of this game.
Also pulling out that +1 melee really quick here.
Yeah.
Oop, misclick.
Yeah. the drone assembly.
Yep.
Let's
see APM for these two guys. They're new for us. Let's see. Oh my god. Again. Coltaran 236 to Ben 57. Definitely. So we know we have at least 2 people that are in the 230s in this tournament.
Yeah, they all make me feel slow, but
they make me feel slow, but I don't.
But I still feel like I could beat them, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly, that's what matters.
Yeah, but we will have the Nexus finishing up here now. There's actually no Mothership core out yet for a Protoss player, and I always feel that that's so important to get out. It's just You know, there's almost no good reason to
unit.
skip it. Yeah. 3 spines coming down for our Zerg. So he's being really safe here, even getting another Evo chamber just a wall. So this is perhaps excessively defending, but it may mean that he wants to tech up really far.
He hasn't even started working on a lair. No Roach Warren, just the 1/1 melee upgrades are on the way here.
There's the lair just now.
Okay, there it is. And then we got Immortals coming on the other side. I wonder if he's just doing that because it's part of his standard build, because there's really no... What's his scout look like? Vision? Nothing really. Okay, he doesn't really have good vision. Maybe he's just guessing some roaches, because that's not even a Roach Warren. I have a feeling this is going to be like a Ling Muta push.
Yeah, that's probably the type of thing that you would do behind this. You just want to be safe till you get the get what you need, and then just move out. And it's actually a pretty hard one to defend against Muta. The 3rd and 4th base are just, they feel far, and there's a lot of airspace behind both the main and the natural. So
yeah, that doesn't make you feel very comfortable.
Yeah,
I would probably take this one first, because you could go Stalkers on the high ground at least for some defense.
Yeah, I usually do that, particularly where your opponent is on this side. So if you go here, you're going closer to your opponent. The other side, you're more open. You're away from him. So I think that is a lot safer to do. But no indication that he's going to be expanding anytime soon. And he's actually throwing the 3 gateways down there with the cannon to defend and going right up to Colossus Tech.
You notice Ben has like no overlords out on the map?
Yeah, vision for both of these players incredibly low at this point, but at least we do get an observer moving across. One thing that gets neglected a little bit in some of the lower levels is the ability to hallucination scout, and there's no sentries out for a Protoss, which he could be using to just keep a track of what the Zerg is doing.
Yeah, it is going to be this Muta. You got 2/2 now.
Yeah, seeing this Spire in time is going to be important.
There's no observer or spore, so yep, it's going to be scouted. I'm waiting for the click on it.
Yeah, we'll get seen here as he sits over it. A Twilight is on its way, so he could get Blink, which would help in defense a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. So Twilight's on the way. He's also still... I mean, the robotics bay, I like it. He's, chronoing out Thermal Lance. You get a couple Colossus out. Those really help out with those, if you can bunch up those Lings.
Yeah, definitely. Particularly if there's nothing else out there. And right now, we only have the Pool and the Spire. There's no Roaches, there's no Hydras, there's no anything else. So even though obviously Colossus can't do anything about Mutas, if you force them into a fight, your Stalkers can take care of those, your Colossus wipe out the Lings, and you can just all in and win.
All right, please. And this one Ling made it to the doorway, saw the... At least now he has vision of that.
Yeah, sees a composition. Blink is coming out now, so hopefully for him, he will have that in time.
Cold Terran is reacting accordingly here. I like...
Yes.
Yeah, more Stalkers. Now, what's he got for Forge upgrades? This +1 attack. He's getting 1 armor. Okay.
No, good against the glaives from the... well, good against both, actually. The armor for both Lings and Anti-Muta is as decent.
Hive Tech on the way. And he's getting that +1 for air, and 2/2 just finished on the ground. So Benz does have some hefty Lings. We'll put it that way, I guess. And that 3rd base is now established. And like you said, with all that open space, I think Cold Terran here is very concerned about taking a third until he's got a reasonable army that he can move out in front of.
Yeah, it's hard to, particularly without... He just warped in a couple sentries, but without a lot of force fields, you can't control that space. And it's a shame he didn't make those earlier, because then they'd have good energy on them. Having 2 sentries out with 200 energy right now would be way far superior to 2 with 50.
He just dropped a whole bunch more gateways. That's going to put him up, let's see here, 7 gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12 gates is what he's going to have here once he's complete. So, but he's going to need a third base here. As much as being on 2 base, good saturation is nice, 3 bases is nicer.
Yeah.
Just like if you look up at Ben right now, who's sitting plus 14 on his worker count and on the upgrades tab. And it does look like Ben's getting ready to, or at least he's doing what I was talking about that Colteran's going to want to do, which is move his army out in front of the doorway to protect that third if needed. And yeah, just getting stronger by the minute here. As you're working on additional air upgrades. Nope, stopped at +1. Hive Tech is finished. I want to see if Adrenal Glands is going to show. Not as of yet. Both players kind of being rather passive here on their actual engagements.
Yeah, I think I get the feeling that Colteran is really gearing up for an all-in. In a minute or two here, he threw down 3 more gateways, threw 2 cannons in his mineral line, and literally made 7 pylons at the same time, as if he intends to just have his supply explode. But he's also then getting Storm, and yeah, I think he's maybe going in one too many directions here, but yeah.
Well, he's going to have that +2.
He should just attack. I feel just another 1 or 2 Colossus would have been superior to trying to transition to Storm at this point.
Yeah, here comes Adrenal Glands along with +3 for melee. Oh, that's going to be something else here in a minute. That's that can be 8 damage per shot.
Yeah, going to be pretty vicious. And yeah, if Colteran's got to make a move, he's got to do it decisively soon, or he's going to be entering a territory where he's both trying to defend against a lot of mutas and defend against the transition to ultras.
Yeah,
which he's currently got nothing for. Yeah, so he just kind of move out now.
Let's see if
this will get.
Almost.
I think these will get seen. Yeah, they almost have to get seen by something, but they haven't yet. No proxy pylon up there yet. And I
Creep
feel he
spread
should
is
have tried
expanding.
Yeah, you might want to get that up because he's inevitably moving.
And you know what? There goes the macro hatch for Ben. He's got 3 upgrades. He's getting ready to. He's gonna be willing to trade armies here in a second.
Yeah.
And how much money both players looking at? Well, Ben doesn't have any gas.
No.
But you know what? Because 2 bases for Colteran, he is not going to be able to remax.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Both literally moving at the same time, and they may miss each other. But the Zerg did stop out. Oh. We'll now know where the army is.
Oh,
and
boy.
Depending on the angle of attack here.
Oh boy.
Where are the storms off everything. No force fields though.
No force fields. There's a
time warp on
shield.
Very little. I think the Protoss is just demolishing this, but the Zerg supply is still quite high.
Yeah.
And there's no reinforcement pylon here, and I think that although the warp prism does swing into the main base, if he brings his attention over there, I think he could take a huge advantage, but he's just kind of dancing around with it right now.
Well, he's just going to town here. Doesn't have a lot of anti-air. He needs to warp in
a warp in
of
of Stalkers here ends this game, but
yeah,
he's not deployed the warp prism.
There it is.
And there they come.
There they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably the final blow right there. I really honestly thought Ben had this.
It's if he had done something with the mutas, but he didn't. He made them.
Right.
They didn't do anything. So there was definitely a window there. So Colteran is swinging on in now. The Zerg is forced into constant production. Will never get up to the ultras that he was going to. Yeah. And
going into the main, and when this infrastructure falls.
Yeah, he's just going to lose all the tech, and that's it. Ben does step out.
There you go. Colteran takes game 1.
ASL presents Gosu Pizza.
Here on the top right-hand side of the map we've got our orange Protoss player, Cole Tarrant, who took that with a, I guess, decisive or perhaps just kind of luckily in a window attack.
I think it was a window.
Yeah.
I think if you give it another 2 minutes, that would have been a maxed out Zerg army.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. But interesting now, let's see here. Ben, who's our pink Zerg in the bottom left, chose this map. I think that was a good map choice. Now that I think about it. Because, yeah, thank you. Because it does space out those third bases, which we talked about earlier, which makes it really easy for those Zerglings to keep Cole Tarrant on 2 bases for a bit.
I agree.
Oh, give me a break.
Same thing.
Exactly.
You will be going for pool first here again. You want to do it right. All right, this is FGFSC2 Ben. The only person I've ever seen whose clan tag is longer than his name.
Right.
Ridiculous.
But he is down 1 game to 0, so let's see if he can come back here. And I definitely think out of every set we've seen so far, he has the best opportunity to do so.
I do think, yeah, I do think that. I think he was carrying a lead the majority of the time. His macro is better. It was just at that moment he was very weak. Pylon, yeah, does come down here in the natural. Will block an attempt to put down the yield hatchery, but he's just going to drop it at the third. I'd like to see him just take both.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was thinking about. I had a Protoss do this to me yesterday, and what I did was I went ahead and took the third, and then as soon as he ended up canceling the pylon just like this guy, and then took the third and just went 3 base quick. But the problem is if they're going to 4-gate you or something, that's what they want you to do, because then you're stuck on 3 base macro.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, true. You can get away with it in either case, given that you went pool first already. It's not that bad. But again, we've got our Protoss not like going straight to macro, throwing down an additional 2 gateways. So this is the same thing we saw last time. So whether this is a prelude to another 2 base build.
I was going to say, so where's it going to go from here? Because we're at the same spot as last time.
Yeah.
Is it going to be Robo? Okay, we got 1 gas. I'm going to throw Stargate out. Yeah. Robo, Nexus, another gateway.
Yeah, I think, well, he did Nexus last time. Let's see if he follows up with that. And he's spending the gas. Like, I expect to see Stalkers out of this. He didn't seem to favor Sentry.
No.
But I bet he'll bring more Stalkers consuming. To get only 1 gas, it's just unusual for a Protoss. You need gas.
Yeah.
But to have it that late is a bit unusual. And he will get the 3rd hatchery up, so.
He's burning a 2nd chrono, though, on Warpgate.
Yeah. Really does want it out.
Yeah, he does.
But nothing's in
no forward
place.
Pylons.
Yeah, no pylon out.
No Nexus down.
Yeah. So strange to do that. Doesn't look like he's saving up for anything in particular, but also doesn't look like he's attacking. So not sure where he's going with this. I was going to ask you as
a Protoss here, where is he going with this?
If I have to give an honest answer, it looks like he's heading to that point where you die to roaches.
Where you die to roaches.
That looks to me the direction that he's leaning at this point. Is he going to get?
Yeah, he can't let all 3 of these bases macro up here.
Yeah,
against his 1.
Yeah, if he's going to get blink, I don't think it's that strong a little later like this, and not off 1 base. If you're going to blink a Zerg, I think it does have to be off 2. And he will get the Nexus here, but by 2 base, I mean earlier than this. And yeah, we're going to get just the roaches starting to come out. And yeah, it will be blink, and he's countering that as well.
Yeah, which...
Well, is he the high APM guy we got? Yeah, 197. So, I mean, Blink Micro could be pretty good.
Yeah, it could be good at it.
Yeah, I actually enjoy doing Blink Micro. It just makes me feel good when you succeed and just do it over and over and over again.
It does. It's very rare that Blink Micro is literally why I picked Protoss, for sure. It just looks and feels so good. And when you blink someone, nobody can be like, oh, you just A-moved your army. You didn't.
Nope.
I controlled every aspect, and you couldn't kill anything, dummy. But so the Zealot will come in and sacrifice his life. Yeah, sees that roaches are at this time, and they didn't make an appearance at all last game.
I wonder if that's going to prompt a robotics bay. Yep, there's one. Hey, Mr. Breadman. Welcome to the party.
Oh, hi, Bread.
He always shows up. He always shows up.
MBM. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think that might, like, you still see the stalkers coming out here. Blink is nearing completion, but again, there's still no forward pylon with this.
You think he's going to try and do the whole bounce up and down idea here? Go straight into, where's this? This corner right here, blink to the high ground, force the roaches up, blink to the low ground, do some damage, blink, blink, back, back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just don't think it'll work.
I don't think he has enough to make it work.
I don't think he's got enough there. There's literally only 6 stalkers with that, not 3 more coming in, making it 9. He's not at that kind of critical mass. He doesn't have sentries with it such that he could force field out the roaches at the same time.
Though, at least.
Oh, that's something.
That's something.
Ling will come across. Now, one thing kind of missing is Ling speed.
Oh,
and
right.
if he had Ling speed, then the moment that you clear out, well, it is already almost only stalker. The moment you clear out everything else like that, speedlings just demolish stalkers, basically whether they have blink or not. See if he sees here. Is he coming out?
No, he didn't see that.
He may just straight up bypass him.
They both.
Yeah. Strangers in the night.
All right, well, let's see here. So I'm expecting, yep, here comes another warp into stalkers. There's nothing back at home. He could mass recall, but this army composition isn't going to be stronger. He may be better off going for a base race, but he's not going to be able to even do that because there's so many structures to kill.
Yeah, see if he initiates it. There's a lot of roaches still being made at home.
Please don't warp to
He'll have
natural.
to recall. No,
Okay.
he won't, and that natural goes down. I think the Protoss is just lost. I mean, he will hold this, but he lost the natural for nothing. So
Yeah. And he
these
can't deal
roaches
with
aren't
those. He
gonna
can't even
die.
engage them.
Yeah. Roaches aren't even going to die. So, yeah, when that photon overcharge expires, there's no sentries out to keep these out. A bunch more are coming in, and I think we're going to end up going to a game 3, but it will depend on how this engagement works and if Ben decides to commit.
Yeah, a lot more stalkers. He's just going to continue to push out these stalkers. No
If
upgrades.
he blinks well, he can definitely hold with this. There's no question. But
I'd like to see him move his stalkers to the doorway, because at least you get a couple shots off before this vision.
yeah, you can set up a beautiful concave and then blink back into the position defended by the Nexus like he is.
But unfortunately, he's going to give him that open area, that giant spot, right in front of the doorway, or right in the door, and actually put him in a real bad spot here.
And this again, you can see is reinforcing with Lings now. If these had speed, that's a beautiful reinforcement. Without the speed, it's not as effective.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be enough, though. And that's because, like I said,
agree.
3 bases here
I agree.
versus 1.
Yeah, and we're double the supply.
Yeah. 146 of 73. Oh, my goodness gracious. Is he
And
backing
Immortal-
up? Is he really backing?
I think he's almost using his entire army to face check the other bases. But I don't know what he's doing here.
It feels like the last 2 sets. Go,
He
you
might
can finish the game and you back
He
up.
might be wanting his opponent to come down and
It
then
would
just
be
kill his
easier.
natural again or something like that. I mean, there is the concern. He can't see up there right now. He should probably get an Overlord in position, but
Overseer,
he doesn't want to get into... Like, your concern would be, okay, if I move my entire army up and he lets 6 roaches up in force fields and lets 6 more up in force fields. But he will just come up the ramp now. And I think this will just straight up be enough, although the 4-ton overcharge. But yeah, there's no start. This is just so many. Yeah, he's not even blinking. He could be. Oh, there he goes.
Well,
inappropriately, but there he goes.
And all the workers go down. Stalker's engaging in 2 or 3 different sections here. Photon Overcharge does have 3 kills. Congratulations to that.
He'll be able to hold this, but there's a whole bunch of Lings, and now Hydra's even coming up behind this. And there's no escape. All the workers are dead.
Yeah.
5 alive. Excellent drink.
One more warp in his zealots here. And this is going to go to a rubber match.
Yep. Good stuff. I think we did pick the right series to watch for sure.
There you go.
Yep. So Ben takes that one. We're 1-1.
1-1.
ASL presents Gosu Pizza.
Zerg player.
It sounds like Pink Protest.
Oh, it rolls off the tongue easier.
Yeah, exactly. And over here on the left-hand side of Habitation Station, we've got our baby blue Protoss, Cole Terran.
Yeah.
Who I want to see more. I want to see something. I want to see more of something. I want to see. If he's going to go for the 3 gateway opening that he did in the first 2 games, I need to see an attack before 8
minutes.
Yeah, 7, 8 minutes. At least, I would say before 7. He's gold, so I'm going to give him 8. But it has to be one of those. It can be 8 if you threw down if there's an immortal coming with you, it can be 8. Mm-hmm. But either that or this should be Nexus either first or soon. I'll accept 1 gateway Nexus, but I don't think he's...
We're going to make some concessions here.
Yeah, we'll negotiate. But
I want to see Ben take this gold. That would be the smartest move in the book here, with the way his opponent plays.
Yeah, what he's seen from his opponent, but I think he's going to go. He will go pool first again, and he's done that all 3 times now.
Both these guys have been very methodical.
Yeah, same bill each time. And even Ben going for the extractor trick all 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's not necessary. But,
no, I usually go 9 Overlord.
Yeah, it's been mathematically proven that you should.
No!
Yeah,
why?
You should go 9 Overlord. Yeah, I don't know here. Yeah.
That kills me when there's a gold base sitting so close by.
Yeah, but he does that. He will.
Okay. And,
hopefully he'll take it as a 3rd at least. But
yeah, I guess. It just would have been easier to defend earlier, ironically. Drop a couple spines.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ah, well. All right.
Little supply block here for a Zerg player, but he'll clear that up.
Yeah, and Cole Terran would have spotted it, as you can see right there, if he had
checked. He checks it first, but he also... The beauty of taking it is there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's why
you can know it's there, but you can't really stop them. So
yeah.
Unless
you're gonna go straight up 4-gate or something. Yeah, that's about all you got. To be able to stop it before it's actually well defended.
And no, it is the 2 more gateways coming down for Cole Terran, and
all right, now where are we going this time?
Yeah, and just chronoing out the warp gate. It's the chronoing of the warp gate that just is such an indicator that you're going to attack the moment that warp gate is done. If you aren't, then why are you chronoing this thing?
Exactly.
Now he is this time putting a proxy pylon.
And so, 4th gate went down. I was 2 games off, but it came.
Yeah, good stuff. And he's also cut probes. Is staying at 18. Okay, going up now. I'm kind of hoping he cuts it off around 20 if he's going to really commit to this 4-gate. But we'll see.
Yeah. Roach Warren's almost complete.
Yep.
But he did just spam 4 drones, so he's not going to have a lot of larvae for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no lings or anything out early. He is not researching speed once again.
Oh, no, that could be a major issue.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's going to go for the roaches, so...
Roaches are good, but you know how you do that alternating. You make roaches, which forces them to make stalkers, and then you switch to a wave of speedlings.
Yeah.
Which forces them to make zealots, then you make roaches again. It just always makes it bad.
Yep, exactly. All right, well, he's actually spamming a whole bunch of lings.
Yeah, and stalkers are coming out. They're getting warped in at the forward pylon. I want to see another pylon a little closer.
Yeah, so would I.
And he's got the spine crawlers, 3 spine crawlers coming up. If the attack occurs before these finish, he's going to be okay. But there's actually no mothership core here. The pylon's a little too far away.
He can do this.
He will come up now. He will see it and realize he has to go right now. Ben got supply right there.
Yeah, he's got to work down these spines. It's actually...
Yeah. One will finish on this side, but he'll target that one first. It dies. The other will immediately drop. Ooh, oh, nice transfuse.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's going to be enough here.
He got in just in time. Just literally in time.
Yeah, 16 lings are on the way, and there's no reinforcement showing yet. There they do. He's warping in zealots, which is the correct choice.
I would actually be focusing down drones right here, just in case.
Yeah.
Here comes a whole bunch of lings.
Yeah, that will push him back, and zealots will have to come in position. Some of them stopped short and did not come with the attack. And I think he's going to be able to zone these out fairly well.
There.
Yeah.
Man, Zealot's so good as a meat shield against Zerglings.
Yeah, down to just 2 of them there now, but does break through. Again, reinforcements being a little slow in coming, but
yeah,
this hatchery will fall, and I think that's...
Actually lost both of the Zealots to Broodlings.
Yeah. Could micro back, but with the stalker reinforcement, this is going to be fine. Nothing else in production here for our Zerg.
Oh man, Ben, after getting that momentum after taking game number 2, I think it just swung back in the Protoss's favor. And there goes the Queen. Couple Zerglings getting cleaned up right there.
Yeah, that's going to be it. He even warps in a couple more Zealots to follow out. I guess if Drone's going to really get surround, he could live, but I mean, for no real reason.
Yeah. Just no ling speed and just...
No ling speed. Instead opting to go for that Baneling nest, and that's just not... It's just not really anything to have Banelings.
Yeah. Well, Zealots are probably screwed, but not that that means a whole lot here. Yep, there they go.
He's fine. And
got a stalker.
Yeah, so a couple will go down, but that's it. We're looking at 10 supply now for for the Zerg.
So we're going to see Coal Terran here advance to the semifinals, barring a natural disaster. There's the GG from Ben. Good series. Good series indeed. Like you said, we ended up with a good series, and so far I think all day we've ended up with some pretty good ones.
Yeah.